Thank you so very much for your patience. I really, really appreciate it so very much, my dear. Good news, that crazy, crazy backlog of readings I had from when I did the special and the calendar got really full. It's finally caught up. Finally caught up. And a lot of the family caretaking that I've been doing is balancing out as well. So a lot of changes have been made to my calendar and my scheduling system so that I never get that booked ever again. It was crazy. It was like 7 days a week. Um, and so then that way, these changes beginning June 1st are going to allow me to have a lot more time to connect with my Patreon patrons. Obviously, get your monthly messages out to me much sooner, but also be able to interact with you guys a lot more too. So I'm looking forward to that, and I really appreciate your patience and hanging in there with me in the meantime. So we're going to connect and see what is coming up for you, my darling. What message is coming up for you in this point in time? Ooh, and we have grace. We have grace. I love this energy. I really, really do. This is really positive because what it's saying, Moke, is that you are coming into this really natural state of being where you're coming into the flow of life, right? And you're much more naturally and much more quickly manifesting the changes that you want. I also feel there's something in here where you're coming to this energy where you're holding yourself at a very high regard, where you're holding yourself in a very positive energy, okay? Uh, Having to do with self respect and having to do with allowing others to come to you, okay? Whereas maybe in the past in your relationships, you felt at some point that, man, like, I don't like this connection or I don't like this dynamic with this person because they're making me feel like I'm begging for their time or I'm begging for their love and I don't want to do that anymore, right? So you are also coming into this agreement with the universe where you're manifesting the type of connections and the type of relationships, both in your work environment, in your love life, in your romantic life, where you're feeling much more, where people are coming to you, or people are honoring you, or people are respecting you, and you're able to kind of hold your head up high. So you're no longer in this element or in this energy of feeling like, uh, that things are unbalanced in some way, or that you're not getting the attention or the recognition that you deserve. Again, I feel like you're kind of calling this to yourself much more naturally. Much, much, much more naturally. And so it's not going to feel anymore for you like in the past where you felt like, man, I'm working super hard for this attention or this recognition or just a little bit of appreciation. It's flowing to you much more easily, much more naturally, and you're just coming into this grace, this beauty, you know, this flow, this abundant flow. Okay. I also feel for whatever reason, it's very funny. I don't know why. It's not typically a message that I get with this card, but I feel like people are spending money on you, right? And so maybe again this has to do with your that dynamic from the past. Maybe you've always had to be the one who's like, you've stepped up and you've taken care of others or you've helped others or you've really been working really hard to be really independent, right? And these are all really great things, but I think as you're coming into this grace and into this like openness to receive the abundance and the blessings, you're also kind of going to be receiving energy from other people where people are stepping up and they're wanting to do something nice for you. And it can start off in very small ways. Like you can have coworkers, oh, I picked you up a coffee, or like whatever, like little things like that. But I feel that you're going to find that like people are like treating you to things, or people are wanting to do nice things for you. And again, I think this is a part of your journey in like being open up and being open to receiving, because I think for so long you've been such a doer, and maybe there hasn't been a lot of praise for you in that journey, but now you're manifesting it. you're calling it in, and you're going to have the kind of energy where people are giving you that praise, where people are giving you that appreciation, where people are wanting to be generous with you as well. So it's a really beautiful energy, right? You're just really coming into this beautiful, beautiful flow. And I am excited for you, my dear. And once again, I thank you so very much for being here. Take care.